Well, hey, welcome to the best sports show at the University of Arkansas, the Sports Advantage. I'm Andrew Epperson.
Well, best because we may be the only one, but whatever. I'm Seth Campbell. We have a great show for you today, including talking about the upcoming NFL games, as well as some college ones thrown in there. But we decided to start this show off with a little special treat.
That's right. We decided to tie a neat little bow on the MLB season and give you the top 10 plays from baseball this year. How about it, Seth?
Yeah.
Without further ado, let's get started.
Let's do it.
August 20th, Blue Jays, Chicago Cubs, and a big blast from Chris Bryant. But Kevin Pillar, he's not going to let it get past the yard. He goes into the wall to make this one. But the Cubs still ended up getting the win to 6-5. I think we're going to hear a little bit more from old Kevin Pillar here in just a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. All right, let's go. May 16th, the Nationals at the Pirates. The batter is Josh Harrison, and he's motoring around trying to get a double. The throw in to Wilmer Defoe is in time, but look at that fancy footwork from Josh Harrison. Stop, pop, and drop it right on the base. Look at that.
He actually did that. You couldn't see him, but he actually just did that move. Number 8 Dodgers at Marlins. Kike Hernandez. He's going to take this one deep and deep and deep. But unfortunately, Marcell Ozuna leaps over the wall to steal it from him. But the Dodgers stole a win in this one, 3-2.
All right, number 7, August 18th, San Diego Padres at the Cincinnati Reds. Billy Hamilton, center field, going back at the track, at the wall. He leaps, and yes, sir, he made it. Over the shoulder grab, leaping into the fence. 2 hardest catches in baseball. He just combined them and did it. Straight away, center 2, field 2, 404. The Reds ended up losing that game 7-3.
Number 6, June 26, Nationals, Cubs. Cubs up 2-0. Adam Lynn's going to shank this one, but Javier Baez comes away from the shift, the third baseman, to make an incredible sliding catch. But here's the thing. The Cubs ended up getting a win off of that, 5-4.
All right, May 14th, the Twins at the Indians. Santana flies one into deep right field, but Brian Buxton is at the track and lay out young fella all the way against the wall, giving up his body. And did he come down with it? Yes, sir, he did. He shows everybody. The Twins would go on to lose that game, though, 8-3.
And how about this, number 4, Red Sox at Blue Jays. Mookie Betts gets a hold of this one, but Kevin Pillar does a full extension. We said we'd hear from him again, and guess what? We are.
That guy's pretty good, huh?
He is probably the only good Blue Jays player. They didn't get a lot of wins, and they didn't get a win in that
Common theme
one.
there. All right, let's go. June 28th, the third baseman Nolan Arenado for the Rockies from his seat. Yes, sir, he did. Rockies are playing the Giants there, and Arenado doesn't even need to stand up. He can throw that, but as we said, common theme, the Rockies are going to go on to lose this game 3-5, but what a throw, on target.
Ian
too.
Blackman should have been in the MVP race. Number 2, Indians at Red Sox. Hanley Ramirez, he's trying to bring his team back. They're down 2. Austin Jackson, he has 2 names and he's got some game. He's going to leap over the wall to make a catch and go into the Red Sox bullpen. How about that one? I couldn't do it, but that's probably why I'm not getting paid the big bucks like he is.
Exactly. Very reminiscent of Torrey Hunter, you know, our Arkansas
Arkansan
guy.
right there.
Yeah, all right, so let's move on to April 25th for the top play. Blue Jays, third time they're in here. Throw in from right fielder Steven Biscotti to Yadier Molina is in time, but check out the hops on Chris Coghlan. He goes airborne over Yadier Molina, and he has the awareness to touch that left hand on the plate. What an amazing stab there by Coghlan.
Coghlan almost landed on his noggin. That's where I'm right there. What a way to start off the show. How about that,
Yeah,
Seth?
that's right. Gets you a little excited, get the juices flowing. But we are going to keep on rolling, Andrew, and we're going to talk about some weird things that happen in sports, including, you might be wondering where we're going on this map. We're going to Montana.
We're going to Montana. That's right. We're there right now. Last week, the Montana Grizzlies played the Northern Arizona Lumberjacks when this happened. A little bit of a trickery. You know, they say that with Arkansas. Oh, but then, guess what? Ooh!
The flag comes out, and what just happened?
That's a targeting on the quarterback, Seth. Did you ever think you would see a targeting call on a quarterback?
I honestly have to say I would never see a targeting call on the quarterback, but you know what it reminded me of, Andrew? It reminded me of a movie that, you know, we all had know and love. Let's take a look.
Left side.
Strong side! The flip and the eye poke.
Man, Sunshine did it to him.
Hey, that's a bad white boy.
That's a bad guy.
My favorite line coming up right here.
And the quarterback, you kidding me, coach?
On the quarterback? Are you kidding me, Coach?
It's real life now. Hate to break it to you, Hollywood.
That kind of hurts a little bit. All right, well, let's move on. While Cam Newton isn't getting called for targeting on the field, his press conferences this year, well, maybe they should be. Let's take a look at Cam's latest antics.
Yeah, we just lost a great player, but nevertheless, you know, the Titanic still has to go.
The Titanic. Should we spoil it for him and tell him that it doesn't end well for the Titanic?
Yeah, I think he needs to open up any history book ever written. But despite his comments, Cam's words were not the strangest said by an NFL quarterback this week. That title would belong to Mr. Crablegs himself, famous Jameis Winston. Let's have a look at how Jameis pumps up his teammates.
All right.
I say one thing. I want everybody to look at me.
He sees the camera there and he's wanting to show off a little bit.
Let's go.
Ooh.
That's a W. That's E1. That's E1. That's a W.
I have no words.
How many people want to eat a W tonight? How many eat a W tonight?
You want to know why I'm speechless, Seth?
Why?
It's because I got a W in my mouth.
Hey, you know
I'm
what
ready to
this,
eat a
you know what
W.
this is? This W is finger licking good, Andrew. That's what I'll tell you.
Here's
My favorite thing is look at Deshaun Jackson's face right there on your right elbow.
He wants to go back to Philly. He wants
like-
to go back to Philly. Boy, Carson Wentz is playing some good football. I don't know who this guy is.
You can't throw me the ball, and you sure as heck can't give a pump-up talk for pregame. Oh, my goodness. All right, last weird story for the day. The Washington Redskins traveled to Seattle to take on the Seahawks, but we're more worried about what happened with the Redskins. During the game, Kirk Cousins has a ball snapped over his head. Normal procedure, but let's take a look at what happens.
Oh, high snap.
It's up in the air. And, how did Rob Kelly end up with that football? I'll tell you how he ended up with it. Mr. Kirk Cousins, Mr. I'm the franchise quarterback, says, here, you take the hit.
He's like, you know what? This doesn't look like very fun. I'll give it to you, Mr. Rob Kelly. You have that ball.
It's like musical chairs, except somebody gets absolutely demolished by a few defenders at the end.
I don't think anybody wants to play that game of musical chairs.
No.
He said, yeah, you can take it. I'm good. You got to protect the franchise QB's arm, and he takes enough hits.
I don't think Rob Kelly's the franchise running back.
No, he wants to go back on injured reserve after that play. All right, so that's all we have for the weird stories from the week.
Coming up, though, we're going to have a look at the top 10 plays from the NFL this past week. We'll see you on the other side.